Hello Barbara, it's Chris Doyle at Alderman Chevrolet Buick GMC, Vermont's favorite car dealership. Just wanted to thank you for your request for information on this car. This is the 2020 GMC Terrain. This happens to be an off-loaner, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later on, but just want to kind of give you a good idea all the way around of what has become a really popular car up here in the North Country for a bunch of different reasons. This was redesigned a couple of years ago. Just a very fresh, clean design, really nice in terms of size of wheelbase, means lots of room inside without having a huge footprint on the outside. It's easy to drive, but very spacious. So a couple things that I want to point out to you about this particular model. This is the SLE all-wheel drive. This is the most popular version of the car. So again, all-wheel drive, I'm going to go straight to that here. This is something that's a little unusual for a lot of all-wheel drive SUVs now. This is what's called Select Track. So you can have front-wheel drive, real front-wheel drive, where everything's disengaged in the back and the gas mileage is a little bit better. I can turn it, I can put it into all-wheel drive, so now it is ready to go for year-round driving. And we even have this one extra setting over here, which is an off-road setting, kind of like an all-wheel drive low if the conditions are really lousy, something that didn't exist in a lot of these cars and not the Terrain a couple of years ago. I'm just going to put it back into front-wheel drive for right now. One other thing too, this is our lane keep assist to let you know if you are drifting over while you're driving. In a very unembarrassing way, it'll turn that steering wheel back for you. Terrain means push button shifting. It is a 9-speed automatic, but very easy to shift. Pull for reverse or for drive, or just tap your button for park, and that's it. And because it goes up there, it frees up an awful lot of room for extra storage space underneath, and even as something as simple and couple friendly as cup holders on the left and the right, whether one in front and one in back. So it's just something that makes it a little bit easier for you. Extra storage space and easier shifting while you drive. The other thing about this is, and I'm going to go over here so you can see this, and check this out, that little A, one of my favorite features in the Terrain, that is what's called IntelliBeam, which is just a fancy way of saying automatic high beams and low beams. And that is something that is going to kick in for you automatically, so you never get flashed while you're driving again. Along those lines, you also have automatic braking, emergency braking in this car. Terrific safety feature that hopefully never comes into play, but it's there for you. Auto stop here means that when this car is at a full stop, if the engine's warmed up, the engine's going to turn off. Saves a lot of money on gasoline. It's one of the reasons why this is a car that's going to average about 26, 27 miles per gallon. Very good stuff. Over here on the main screen, of course, I put it in reverse. I've got my backup camera with my little tracking grid, audio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, very simple to use. Now, I'm sitting in the car right now, obviously. I want to kind of back away for a second so I can show you just how much room there is here. A lot of room in the front, very sculpted and comfortable seats. The same thing goes here in the back. Lots of headroom, lots of legroom. I have these seats back pretty far. Even air conditioning vents for the folks in the back. Again, just to make everything very comfortable. And then if I go all the way to the back, tons of cargo space. A lot of room here. And one of my favorite features here is if you need more room here in the back, just hit either of those. Drops the seats automatically without having to go. I really have to back up so I can get the whole thing in the frame here. A ton of cargo space, but a lot of cargo space even if those seats are up. So this is that 2020 GMC Terrain. Now I mentioned that it's an off-loaner. This was a loaner vehicle, our loaner vehicle, belonged to us. Only certain people in service were able to get their hands on it if they needed it for an extended period of time. It means that it's got a little over 2,000 miles on it, so it means that you can purchase it with all the rebates and programs that come with it as a brand new vehicle, plus an extra rebate, a discount on top of everything else. Kind of the best of both worlds. So there it is, the 2020 GMC Terrain all-wheel drive SLE. If you want to learn more about it, just hit the Learn More button underneath, or you know where we are. Come visit us at 65 Windcrest Road in Rutland, Vermont. That's just off Route 7 South. Hope to see you soon.